Hey, so in this video I'm going to be covering the Morse code auto emitter. I've got a little demo scene I put together. We'll demonstrate this first and kind of give a little walkthrough, and then we'll go through and create a couple of these as well. This is just very simple, straightforward. Each one of these objects is just set up with a Morse transmitter. This one just uses visual, and it's going to flash a material color. And then it just basically, says I'm sphere 0. And then this guy here, this is the same that uses an audible with a different material color. This is an this is audible, so it actually creates an audio source and configures it if one didn't already exist. And then let's see, it uses green. So, and now this one uses radio. So this one actually adds a high pass filter as well. And then I'm still flashing material. For any of the audible or radio, you can also use visual with audible, and then that allows you to use a light or a material as well as the sound or radio, so you can see what you're doing, as it were. Just it uses a different a different message, and then has the radio script on here as well. So in this case, we just need a transmitter on there, and we have a short effective range because we don't need a lot more. We're locked in on the 160 meter band with 1.8 megahertz frequency. So let's just kind of show it here. Okay. So a couple of things here. One is you can hear this is coming over radio. Let's turn this down a little bit. Okay, so if I turn my volume all the way down, now you just hear this one. So this one is broadcasting at a faster speed. This is at 20 words per minute. This is at 15. And this guy is at 15 as well. And that's pretty much it. So let's go through the process of creating these so you can see what it takes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just delete these spheres. Now let's disable them, actually. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll create 3 more. See it? -3. Alright, so 4 we'll put over at 0, and this one we'll put over at 3. Okay, so for this one, the previous one we wanted it just to flash a material, so it's going to be, you just grab under Morse code, you go to MorseCodeAutoEmitter, drag it, drop it. That's it. Okay, so we're going to use visual, and then we want to use material, and then we'll use red, just like the other one was. Use the same word rate method, and then we'll just use hello world message. It doesn't matter, it's just going to be broadcasting, flashing a color. Okay, so this guy here, we're going to use audible. So what we do is we do the exact same thing. We just drag the Morse code emitter onto it. This one we're going to do audible. So if you notice, it already created an audio source as well and configured it for you. So you don't have to worry about that. And we're going to use a material color. And let's go ahead and make that yellow. Okay. And we can use the same message. You could put something else here if you wanted. And then for this guy over here, this one's going to have the radio component. So still, you drag Morse code auto emitter onto it. Okay, so watch what happens on this one too. So when I add the radio component, boom. So it added the radio, it added the audio source, and it added an audio high pass filter. The radio component requires that high pass filter for doing the distortion. If this were a Unity Personal Edition, it wouldn't add the high pass filter. That's only available to Unity Pro. For that license, they have high pass or audio filters. They're not available in the free version, so I can't include them. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And in this case, we're going to do material again, and then this one will set to blue. Okay, and it's on 1.8 megahertz, so we should be able to hear it just fine. This guy, let's check its volume. I want to make sure it's not too loud. It's a 0.5, so it's going to be kind of loud. Let's drop that down to 0.1. Okay. We got a delay on them still. So the broadcast delay, that's how long it takes for it to broadcast, and to start broadcasting, and also the time in between. So we don't want that. And I'm going to go ahead and change that to something different so that these two aren't too annoyingly walking over each other. Okay, and then let me move those guys back. Yeah, that way we can actually see them a little better. And that's it. It's all drag and drop. There's nothing fancy you have to do. It all kind of configures itself for you. All right, that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.